everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Learn Mathematics. This is Rekha Chabda, your maths teacher. Students, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment after watching the complete video. So we were doing chapter number 2, inverse trigonometric functions, in which we have learned the concept of all ITF. We have learned the concept of principal value branches, their domain and range. We have seen their graphs and we have learned lots of properties and their use in solving the question. Now let's do a quick recapitulation of this chapter. Inverse trigonometric functions are the inverse functions of trigonometric functions. While defining the inverse of a trigonometric function, its domain is restricted. Why? Because the function is not invertible. If we restrict the domain, then the function becomes both 1, 1 and on 2. And in other words, a function f is called invertible if and only if the function is 1, 1 and on 2 both. The graph of trigonometric function and the graph of its inverse are symmetrical about the line y equal to x, and the domain of a trigonometric function is the range of its inverse function. The value of ITF, which lies in the range of principal branch, is called the principal value, and here is the table which tells us about the domain and range of all ITF. These are the graphs, and these are few properties of inverse trigonometric functions that we have already learned and we have used while solving the questions, but they are only valid when they are in their specific domains. Now another thing, sine inverse x should not be confused with sine in x whole power minus 1, because this thing is equal to 1 upon sine x. The value of an inverse trigonometric function which lies in the range of principal value branch, we call it as principal value. Another thing, whenever no branch is mentioned, it means we are talking about principal branch. So here we have few more properties that we have already learned. These are some properties that have been derived from the basic properties only. If you look at this one property, students, if you remember, this was one of the question of your NCERT exercise. So if you want to learn these properties, that will help you while solving the questions. Otherwise, those basic properties will always help you to derive these properties. These are some other properties which we have taken out with the help of Pythagoras theorem. Here is the table which tells us about few specific substitution. So in the questions we have seen, we have to substitute, we have to assume few values of particular variable. So here is the table that will help us up to some extent. If you have this type of expression given in the question, in this if you substitute x equal to a sine theta or x equal to a cos theta, depends on the question, then it will help you to solve the question. Same way we have some other expressions as well. So if you have these type of expression, then these type of substitutions will help you. Now there are some assignments. So please students, it's better if you try these assignment questions yourself. You can pause the video and you can note down, and I hope you will be able to solve all the questions yourself. So keep practicing, keep watching my YouTube videos, and don't forget to post your name, class, section and roll number in the comment box. Thank you very much, students.